Alright guys, now we're going to get into example 2. So let's read the question and information so we can see how to set up our table. It says Jesse is on a rowboat in a lake. It starts heading back towards the dock, which is 800 yards away. He rows at a rate of 50 yards per minute. Set up a table which depicts the distance he has left from minute 0 to minute 3. Well, where does he start? He starts 800 yards away. So at 0, when he starts rowing back, he's 800 yards away. If he's rowing 50 yards a minute, is he going to get further or is he going to get closer? Good, he's going to get closer. So from 850 yards closer would be 750. From 750, 50 yards closer would be 700. From 700, 50 yards closer would be 650. And now we have our table filled in based on the information it gave us. I'm going to work this one from the table. Let's find our rate of change. Well, our minutes is what's constant. You can't change time. Usually your x variable is going to be something you can't change. If it's time, you can't change time. So this is our x, and our distance is our y. Because our distance will change depending on how much minutes we've been rowing. So, x's, each one, up 1, plus 1, plus 1. So I know the bottom part of my rate of change is going to be a 1. Now my distance, from 80 to 750, this is going down 50, so I'm going to put minus 50. From 750 to 700, this is going down 50 more. From 700 to 650, it's going down 50 more. So my top number is going to be negative 50. So our rate of change is negative 50 over 1. Negative 50 divided by 1 just gives us negative 50. Now, let's check it by putting it into our formula. So, let's pick 2 points. I'm just going to pick this was point 1 and this is point 2. So, y2, 750, minus y1, 800, over x2, which is 1, minus x1, which was 0. 750 minus 800 is negative 50. 1 minus 0 is 1. That does simplify down to negative 50. So we just checked our answer using the formula. Now, it says write an equation that models this situation. There is an equation mode we can do on the calculator. We're going to do it by hand first. What was the initial start? The initial start was at 800. So, let's start at plus 800. What was our slope? What was our rate of change? Negative 50. So this is negative 50 right here for our m. Negative 50 times x plus 800 will equal our y. That is setting up by hand. If you're having trouble, what we're going to do now is go through the calculator mode. Okay, now these are the calculators we're using in class. I went ahead and cleared this one so it's got no old information on there, and I'm just going to follow the steps that it tells me to go. So first it says press stat. We're going to go right here to stat. Boom. And then we're going to press enter on number 1 for edit. Now it says input values for L1s. Those are going to be our x's. So we're just going to put in our x values, which from our table are just 0, 1, 2, and 3. So 0, enter, 1, enter, 2, enter, 3, enter. Now, I've got my x values in there. It says, next, I've got to do my L2s is my y values. So I'm going to go to my y values, and I'm going to enter them. Right? 800, 750, 700, and 650. Once I have all that in my programming, I'm going to go to step 4, which says press stat again. So I'm going to push stat, boom. And now I'm going to go to calculate. So push over and calculate. Go down to number 4, linear regression. You can either use the arrow or you can push number 4. and then you're going to scroll down to calculate. Push enter. And now what does it tell us? Y equals AX plus B. It says A is negative 50 and B is 800. So that's just doing it on the calculator. So Y equals negative 50x plus 800. If you don't have one of these calculators at home, then I suggest you do it by hand like how I showed you. All right, we're going to do one more example. This was part 2.